niggas stay 100 miles and running 4G auto, easy starting. Flipping digits, burning bridges, never make assumptions. Skrilla always coming funnel through the business functions. Show you how I'm coming after niggas get the budget. Flicking bitches, duckets, look at how them faces done it. Ain't no freebies when it coming, doing deals, we on it. Look at me, I know they study how niggas stuntin'. Yeah, good at said, then go. Rack stepping on my toes, young nigga never fold. Always staying 10 toes, you know how I fucking go. ExtremelyRare gon' blow, swinging like we on.
It's your first time in Pittsburgh, which is crazy. I just moved here too. Ain't even been 3 months with me. How you like the city?
I think it's dope. It's different than being in St. Louis. It's more upscale, kind of. The buildings are doper. Like there's more to do in a smaller area.
Even the art scene out here pretty smooth too. Like we got a whole lot of museums and shit out here.
Yeah.
Museums smooth, art is smooth. It's a lot of street art out here. Music scene. It's a pretty decent music scene too. I know St. Louis got a music scene that's, you know, everybody. That's something everybody really doing out here. Not that many people doing music. They working.
Right.
So it's like the music scene out here. It's not too much slow, but it's just not as hip as you think St. Louis is. You know, Wiz, them started out here. Mac Miller started out here. I forgot what the record company or the actual place that.
It was with Rostrum Records, I'm pretty sure.
Rostrum Records.
Something like that. Something like that.
That'd be smooth if St. Louis had any small things like that, especially with artists having new projects, and even their latest projects, like your latest project was Right Back at It. What made you want to pick that title, like Right Back at It? When I hear something like that, it's like, I fell off a little bit, but now I'm right back where I was supposed to do what I'm supposed to do.
So I had at first started making music, and I made a couple different. I made like basically a project that I didn't put out as a project. Like I just released different songs, and I felt like people didn't really take me serious at first, and they were just like, oh, he's just another person trying to make music, this and that. So when I started doing the Right Back at It, my fan base started growing through that process. Everything just changed, so I felt like it was right, and the music I was making was just like, damn, like, I stopped for a second, I started figuring out my craft more, and then now it's Right Back at It. And that's also the first thing we had on any big platforms like iTunes and stuff like that. So,
and even the storyline, because it's even titled like as a storyline, like each song is a different story, and you hear the songs and it's like, okay, you got one take which came out, boom, like this is me, this is what happened with me, this is why I'm actually like leading to the next song, this is why I'm making this next song, or my mood in this next song. And it's like, with the storyline, it's pretty smooth. I like the fact that you were like just explaining the whole back end of everything. There was a lot of trials and tribulations throughout that whole Right Back at It project, which I liked, because out of the 7 or 8 songs, seven songs on there, the only song on there that's not really a background song, or not really a song where you broke down things that happened to you or something like that, was a movie.
Yeah.
Explain that record. What made you want to put that record on the
So that to me was just like showing the side that people like to see. You know what I'm saying? People love to see the cool side about it, the partying, you know what I'm saying, the kicking it, a whole bunch of people, like women, you know what I'm saying, bottles, and that was something that could correlate to the newer age at the same time. And like, you know, we love to party, so either way, it was just like, it was a dope occasion. And like, as far as when we did the music video and stuff like that, it was actually for after my birthday, so it was like a combination of both, which made it even dope, because we just got all footage of what really happened.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That was the party bus night, wasn't it? Yeah. That whole video was lit for real. You even got one video too, where you actually was flying to LA.
Yeah.
Which one was that?
Believe in Me.
Okay. I'm only speaking of LA because even just breaking down the whole project, you mentioned like moving around, moving out of St. Louis a whole lot. Like you were saying things like, and believe in me, you said I'm gonna pack up my bags and take this shit way out of town. And like even the GOAT, when you were saying, you know, comparing yourself to the Rams, they're gonna leave St. Louis to go to LA.
Yeah.
You always said you wanted to live in LA. Anyway, what's up with that? What do you think LA is so different from, you know, the city you in now to where it makes you want to leave and go to LA?
It's a couple reasons. The first thing being like, it's beautiful out there like all year round. Like you get the nice weather, you get the nice scenery, you know, and it's everything as a whole, and that's better because I like nice weather. Like wintertime is like depressing, and that's like some of the shit that honestly through building this album was through some shit I went through a couple winters, and it was like through the winter always breaks down depressing, and I feel like if we're out in the city and we're out and seeing nice things, it's more energy, more positive vibes
and that brings on a whole new outlook, especially. Well, I don't know about LA. You know, I always avoid stuff like LA. I always go to the cold places.
Yeah.
But LA was that's definitely a big scenery for music. I know that's where a lot of artists want to be. Is it the only reason why you would want to go to LA just to do that?
That's also another reason. The scenes, and then like you get so much more creativity, so many more people, so many different labels, so many different people that are doing things, you know what I'm saying? So there's more opportunity, there's more people you can run into, there's just out networking.
And it's a better situation too, knowing that, okay, I'm in this city, and it's a big city, but a lot of the people are doing the same thing I am.
Yeah.
So that's a whole lot of different, you know, networking pieces I could use to, boom, okay, now I know this person, now I know this person, now I know this person. So LA, I definitely see that as being a positive move, especially coming from St. Louis. You know, I think St. Louis is like #1 in murder rates or something right now. Like, it's a small city. It's a small city, but people get down out there. So I know you'll take the opportunity to perform in LA if you could. But you performed a lot at home too, back in St. Louis. Talk to me about performing the project actually live in person rather than recording it in studio. If it's nervous jitters like in person, like you ever get those, or how does that, especially when you first performed?
My very first performance, I was nervous, but then again, I thought about it and I was just like, it's my music, so like, I'm only nervous because it was new. It was new performing in front of people, so that was the only reason why I was nervous.
You take that first performance leading up to, because you opened up for some important people at the time. Like, you know, you opened up for Kevin Gates, and that was a big deal, especially artists coming out of Collinsville. Like, opening up for Kevin Gates at the time, this was right before he went to jail. Kevin Gates was on right now.
It was the Isla album.
How was that performance, you feel, compared to the first performance that you had?
That was a year, and I remember it. It was a year and 9 days after my first performance. And
do you remember the exact numbers?
I do remember it, and it was 1,600 people in the building. It sold out 1,500, but there was a guest list, and you know what I'm saying, all the staff and everything. So 1,600 people in the building. That was very nerve-wracking. I'm not gonna lie, I was nervous, but I just went out there and I just did it, and I was just like, it's my music, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just do my best, and I did it.
And I feel like that was probably so different for you, especially from the first show, because, you know, that's somebody's first show. I mean, like, it's cool, but this was a sold out show.
Yeah.
So this was way more impacting. Then you had the second sellout show you've done. I think at that venue that was sold out was Moneybagg.
Yeah.
And Moneybagg right now is one of the hottest artists out right now. How was that, knowing that you was in that lineup? Like, okay, yeah, that's another artist I can boom knock down. As far as opening up for, that's a whole nother. Now I'm just just building higher and higher. I had one hot artist, and now I got another hot artist I'm opening up for. It's just gonna keep going up. How was knowing that you was in that lineup for that? Like, how'd that feel?
It felt really good. It's good seeing my name on flyers with like big people. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to think about even the artists from back in the day. Like, what was that? Prince opened up for somebody, and they had just released a picture of him on the lineup. You know what I'm saying? So it's dope that people start somewhere, and it's a motivational boost. At the same time of letting people see and realize that we are growing and we are trying to really do some shit, and that we're able to get up here with these people who are on the road, on tour, and put on a good performance. So it's dope.
And it's also good, especially since, you know, the Kevin Gates show, you were still performing. Were you performing right back at it, right? At the Kevin Gates show?
I performed. There was the song "I'm Back" was on there, and yeah, that song was made a little beforehand, and then I decided, okay, I'm gonna put that on that project because people heard about it and people fucked with it. So it was just.
Well, I'm only speaking on that aspect because you go from that show to having the that song on there you're performing to I'm performing the whole Right Back project, and people know it at the Money Bag show, so that was more interactive as far as, you know, being able to do whatever you want to do with the crowd. I seen the people with the lighters up and the lights up, and you just had everybody actually knowing what you were talking about, and people know you more around the city. So as far as you getting big around St. Louis, how that feel, knowing that, you know, okay, I'm slowly but surely getting my name out there. People were taking it more serious, as to where now they'll be looking forward to my next project.
It's cool because like almost everywhere we go, we know people, or like people know me, and it's just like it's cool interaction, and it's dope. It shows that it's growing and people are seeing what we're actually doing. And
well, especially now, because, you know, you got people with the Darius shirts on. I see same videos on Snap. You're like, damn, some dude just walked up to me at the gas station and asked me, you Darius Hickman? Boom, give him the free shirt and shit out the trunk. Like, it's a lot of shit that people are connected to in the city, and especially hearing somebody from the city and their stories being super relatable. That just add a bonus to the fact that, you know, I'm really connecting with the people now, and it's about to get more and more out of state. As you can see, now you're in Pittsburgh, so it's like, you know, I'm just trying to move everything everywhere in every city.
Yeah.
But you rocking St. Louis heavy right now, people knowing who you are. What's some projects we can look forward to in the future?
The next one that I'm getting ready to come out with is gonna be the Enter My Thoughts. That's more of me stepping outside the boundary of just being what people say a rapper. You know what I'm saying? I call myself. It's cool to see what I can do creativity wise, producing music and actually being a part of the whole, everything that goes into the whole project. So it's new and it's dope. It's more experience to.
Now, what's it like being in this creative space as far as, you know, the space you was in when you made Right Back at It? I know that's been, you dropped Right Back at It in the summer of 2017?
Yeah.
And just hearing the stories in the back end of those stories, what's that space compared to, you know, space going into this project?
I'm a lot more, I changed a lot. I went through a lot of stuff. I went through a bad breakup. I had a house, and then I went from having everything that I ever wanted, like custom studio, everything, to living with my friends. So it's like living with Dallas, actually, my DJ, and it put me in a different mindset to be able to focus more on my creativity and not just about the story. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody has to have their story, but you can only run off that story for so long until you have to show the creative side and the more different aspects of it.
And if people look at your Snap, they even see like you, like even the back end, everything, you actually up at, you know, 5, 6 in the morning. Sometimes you ain't even going to sleep, up making making beats, making music. So the fact that you're actually really truly writing your own shit, making your own beats. I mean, you probably got a whole team to where y'all sitting down and doing a lot of shit, but you in the background doing a whole lot. Like I said, making the beats and writing your own shit. So you think that makes this project more special than the last one, considering the fact that you're doing everything by yourself?
Yeah, definitely. Seeing the beats that I made, seeing the music that I've made on this next project, it's like so much more next level than the last one. So it's gonna be dope for people to hear it and be like, oh, he made the beat, oh, he wrote the song, oh, he even recorded himself. I don't do all my recording and mixing and mastering and everything, but I can, and I take some of them to the studio where I do get it done, and we record it, get it mixed and mastered.
One more question, just on the upcoming project. You got an estimate of how many songs you want on this next one? I know the last one was 7.
This one's gonna be about 12.
Okay.
It's gonna be about 12 songs on this one. That's
all platforms?
Yeah, it's gonna be everywhere. iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, everywhere.
So yeah, get it then. Yeah, get it then. Well, I appreciate you coming to Pittsburgh, even linking up to do this work. Like I said, I one thing I want to do is bring light to a lot of up and coming artists, especially the ones that's actually connecting with the people and actually doing shows and actually, you know, they getting some shit started. So I appreciate this whole coming out here and doing all this. Hopefully you like the city, you like the food, you like the views. There's a lot of scenery out here.
It is. It's lit. The scenery you're looking at right now is the.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, I appreciate you for having me out.
All right, boom.
Definitely.
Yeah.